This is updating our registry. Ah! It's not their wedding, it's your wedding. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Savannah and I'm so glad that you're here. Today we have some exciting wedding planning that I need to get done. Super exciting. The save the dates just came in the mail. I haven't opened them, I haven't looked at them, so we're gonna do that together. But today I definitely need to get started on addressing them because there is kind of a lot of them. So we're gonna get started on that. I also have some other things I need to do, so I thought I would document it, kind of take you guys along. I've really been wanting to do more wedding content, but honestly it's just been so crazy that I will come home from work and just crash, and then on the off chance that I do get to get some stuff done, I do not look presentable enough to film. So today is one of those days where I can, so I'm really excited to take you guys along. I did, however, just eat sushi at this table, so I'm gonna clean it off first and then we can look at them. I'm gonna sit on the floor because why not? So we ordered them from Snapfish, which is a website. They have a lot of good deals for, like, if you're spending over a certain amount of money, they'll give you a discount, so you really do get a good deal for how much you're spending and what you're getting. This came with the envelopes and the return address is on the back of the envelopes. And then of course the save the wait, they look so cute. Wait, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. They gave us a lot. Hold on. Oh, these are just more envelopes. Okay, that was scary. I thought I got like a lot for a second. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to send these to people. Okay, I'm gonna open this up really quick and then I'll show you guys. Wait, they're so cute. So the way I did them like front and back are essentially the same thing, just because it didn't cost more to put something on the back. So I just decided to put the same thing on both sides. Oh, I can't wait to show you. Okay, here they are. I guess it's out there. Our wedding date is now officially out there because it's on the internet. Here's the save the date. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited with them. So that's the front, and then the back, like I said, is essentially the same thing. I just feel like the back side of it, and you can tell it's the back side because it has the Snapfish thing down here. I feel like the back side is like brighter than the front side. Both of them are still fine, but I just feel like this one is like brighter and clearer than this side is. But anyways, these are the save the dates. Oh, I'm so excited. So happy with them. So now I kind of need to pull up all of the addresses and start addressing them, which I'm super excited about. I don't know why, but whenever I started thinking about save the dates, some people will, and no shame to anyone who's done this because it's a huge time saver, like I'm about to spend a lot of time doing this, but I didn't want to just like print out people's addresses and stick it on the envelope. I really wanted to write it physically with a pen, just because I feel like in my head, people probably don't think about it as much as I do, but in my head, it lets people know that like I wrote down your name, like I want you to be here, I thought about you individually, I want you there. So I kind of wanted to write them down by hand. It's gonna take a long time. I'm aware of that. That's why I'm getting started now. This is definitely gonna take a while. But my goal was to have them sent out by the end of August. Today it is August 22nd, so I have about a week until the deadline, like when I wanted to send them out. Obviously the sooner the better because we do have a lot of out-of-town people coming to our wedding. So definitely want to be respectful of that and send them out as soon as possible so people can know. It's also not the end of the world if it's a little bit later. Okay, I switched sides because I just needed more space to like exist. I'm trying to figure out like the best method of how to do this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down as many addresses as I can today, just on the envelopes. I'm not gonna put this in yet because I don't want somehow like the ink to get on there or the indentation of a pen, you know what I mean, like on paper. So I'm gonna wait to do this last. I'm gonna do the addresses first, get as many of them done as I can today. I'd love to get them all done today, but we do have 147 guests, which is not crazy. Like I definitely know people who have had bigger weddings, but it is also a lot. Like whenever you think about handwriting every single one of them, that is kind of a lot. And a lot of them are like couples or families, so it's not actually 147 addresses. It is still a lot. Okay, this is so exciting. Ah! But so far we only have 4 people left that we still need their addresses as of right now. So we have pretty much everyone, which is really good, honestly. For anyone wondering, I don't know if anyone is, but I've been using Zola as our little wedding planner / website kind of situation. And honestly, it's been super easy. I know whenever I first got engaged and was like, what website do I use? It was like the battle between Zola or The Knot. I can't even remember why I went with Zola. I think I just heard people say it was more user-friendly. I had a great experience. I'm sure The Knot is great too. I know they do like pretty much exactly the same thing. You can can collect addresses for your guest list and for invitations and all that. You can create a website on Zola, arrange seating charts, create a registry on there. You can essentially have everything that you need on one website, which is really, really amazing. This is not sponsored, although it kind of sounds like it is. Please sponsor me, Zola. But I really enjoyed it, and I would recommend it to anyone who recently got engaged and is looking to start wedding planning. I really recommend it. Now, as for the save the dates themselves, I made them on Canva. It was super easy, and I feel like really anyone could do it. I don't have Canva Pro, I just have the normal Canva. And I don't even know if I used a template or anything. I think I just went on there, and one thing that I did do that I was kind of weird about is I felt like I needed to match the green on the font color and the background and everything to the green in the picture, which again, super easy if you just familiarize yourself with Canva. Maybe do a couple practice runs, definitely don't settle on the first one you do. This one was probably the third, fourth, fifth, sixth one that I did. I went through a lot of pictures, I went through a lot of fonts and colors and just layouts of everything. I'd say that was the most important for me, was the layout of all the text and everything. I do recommend using Canva. You can also, Canva has an option to print it out for you and everything too, and send envelopes, so kind of the same thing that Snapfish does. Snapfish ended up being a lot cheaper than Canva though, so pro tip, if you're looking to print out your save the dates and you want envelopes with them so you don't have to buy a bunch of other envelopes, I recommend making it on Canva, saving it, and then going over to Snapfish or another website like that to print them out with the envelopes. Okay, I'm really gonna try to lock in on this and get a lot of these done, so I'm gonna stop talking because if I keep talking, nothing's gonna get done. So here's the update. I don't even know how long it's been. I only have well, I don't know how many more I have left, but I know I'm almost done. Didn't take as long as I thought it would actually. I did have to put on some Criminal Minds. I had to just be listening to something violent apparently. I haven't watched Criminal Minds in a while because if you're new here, this is my first time living alone and I get a little paranoid, and so it wasn't a good idea for me to be watching Criminal Minds while I'm living alone in an apartment by myself. So I haven't been able to watch it, especially since I get home from work at 5 and then by the time I'm watching TV, it's starting to get a little dark, so it's definitely not the time to watch Criminal Minds. But right now it's still light out because I got off early today. It's still daytime, so I feel like I can watch it. Hopefully I'll be able to sleep tonight. Anyways, that was a whole story that you didn't ask for. I've done so much, honestly. I'm gonna show you the stack that I've done. My back is gonna be hurting. My back and shoulders are gonna hurt tomorrow, and probably my hand from writing. But this is the stack that I've done so far. It doesn't even look like that much, but I promise it feels like a lot. It really does. That's the progress right now. I'm gonna have to stop in a little bit. Okay, it's almost 4 o'clock. So by the time I'm done with these, it'll be almost time for dinner. I didn't really eat lunch today, so I might do an early dinner. That's the update. Okay, I finished all of them. It really did not take me as long as I thought. I think just because I was looking at the individual guests instead of households, because obviously I'm only gonna send one save the date per household. So I was looking at 147 guests and I was like, oh my gosh. Now I'm gonna make dinner. It's a little early, it's 4:25, but like I said earlier, I didn't eat lunch today. Sorry, I gotta move you for a second. One thing that I'm super grateful for with my work is getting off at 12 on Saturdays. It just gives me so much time in the day, and I'm really valuing that as I'm wedding planning and trying to get stuff done. But with that, I did not pack a lunch, so I didn't eat lunch at work. And then I wasn't really hungry for lunch after, so now I'm having dinner. Thankfully, I kind of meal prepped this. I prepped it on Wednesday, I think. I'm doing a Greek pita bowl situation. I normally do it with chicken, but I used all my chicken for something else this week. So I'm trying it with ground beef. It's gonna be interesting. I've never tried it with ground beef before, but I have naan, the tzatziki sauce, ground beef. I'm gonna throw some lettuce on there, maybe some cheese, and we'll see how it tastes. So I'm gonna heat up the ground beef in the microwave along with the naan because I like it warm, you know. Okay, got the rest of everything. And I think I'm gonna break this up so it's more bowl-like. Maybe cut it up into fourths because that's a lot of bread, honestly. But I love this bread so much. And now we wait. Here it is. I'm actually really excited about it. I don't know if the setup is really what it needs to be, because because I kind of want the tzatziki mixed with everything, so I'll probably just mix it with my fork in a second. But I'm so excited. I love this bread so much. I can't wait to eat it. I saw a TikTok one time that was like, one thing about our generation is we love a good bowl. And I 1000% agree. Everything just tastes better when it's in a bowl. I don't know. And it's just so convenient because I feel like I can eat it on the couch because it's in a bowl. If this were on a plate, I couldn't eat it. And then I saw another one that was like, bowls are this generation's casseroles. I hope people get this. You know how our moms like just loved a good casserole? Especially like growing up in church, that was like the thing you brought to the after church potlucks was a casserole. You brought up a casserole. And I think it's true. Our generation, we just love a good bowl, a good meal prepped bowl. No hate on casserole. Casseroles hit sometimes. I'm really trying to branch out with stuff that I'm making. And I really want to try to make like a broccoli, chicken, cheddar cheese casserole situation. Because I have yet to make a casserole here. This is kind of hitting. Perfect amount of tzatziki. The bread is so good. I'm gonna eat this, watch some more TV, maybe some YouTube. I definitely have more wedding stuff I need to do as well. I have so much free time today. Honestly, we've gotten, I'd say, a good amount done. We are almost 9 months away from the wedding. We do still have some things to do, but we just lined up a photographer and videographer, which was huge because our budget is, it's budgeting. You know what I mean? We have the venue secured. I have a dress. So a lot of those bigger purchases, those are pretty much done. Now, the one thing that is still a big purchase is we got to decide on catering. Probably gonna end up going with barbecue because it's cheaper and everyone can normally be happy with barbecue, especially if you like add some chicken options too. Probably gonna end up doing barbecue. I feel pretty good with where we're at right now. A lot of things just can't be done until other things are done. So like I can't get my dress altered until I find shoes, and that does need to be a priority. I need to find shoes. And then some stuff can just wait, like finding bridesmaids dresses and all of those things, those can wait. So I feel pretty good with where we're at right now. I'll feel a lot better once the save the dates are out. And then I can start working on invitations. I said earlier that I didn't have Canva Pro, which is true, but I guess I've been using it so much that it offered me a free month of Canva Pro, and I didn't have to submit my payment information or credit card or anything, so they're not going to charge me after this month, but I only get it for a month. So I'm like, I should go ahead and make the invitations with like a nice template, a nice pro template, while I have Canva Pro for free. I've kind of already mocked up my first option, kind of like a little trial run, so I'm definitely going to try to get that done within the next month. Okay, I got a little sidetracked and made a strawberry limeade. It's been my recent obsession lately because I love the Sonic strawberry limeades, but I'm trying not to spend money, you know, outside the house, and it's actually so much cheaper to make at home. So I just put in like some Sprite. I mash up some strawberries, throw some sugar in there, make it like liquidy so that it's more of like a puree kind of situation. Throw that in there, put some lime juice in there and some pieces of lime, and then put some ice in there. And honestly, it tastes like pretty similar to the Sonic strawberry limeade. I'm very happy with it. So that's what I've been doing. It is now a little bit later, 6 o'clock now. But something that I've been doing pretty consistently is just updating our registry. Obviously, people won't really have access to our registry until the invitations go out, unless we decide to like post it early, which I don't really know if we'll do. Someone has been so kind as to throw us a wedding shower before our wedding, so I guess we probably will need to send it out before then. But we got started with our registry pretty quickly after we got engaged, just because I knew there were so many things that we needed to put on it, but it was gonna take some time to think of all of the things and like remember things that you use every day or every once in a while or whatnot. So we went ahead and got started on it. I feel really good about that decision. And I know this sounds kind of silly, but like I'll just be doing life or I see something that someone's using and I'm like, oh, we need to add that to the registry. So I'm glad that we went ahead and got started on it. With starting it so early though, things on Amazon, we're doing it through Amazon, and things on Amazon will become sold out or not available anymore. So I've been trying to just keep looking at it and keep updating it, so whenever an item is no longer available, I'll swap it out for one that is. And that'll probably just be a continuous cycle until people are actually purchasing stuff off of it. I don't know what else to add. Like I've been at that point for a while where I don't know what else to add. So I asked ChatGPT, as one does, how many items you should have on your registry, because I didn't want to have too many and make people think they had to buy all of them, but I also didn't want to have too little and not everyone be able to purchase something. So I asked ChatGPT and they were like, you should aim for 2 gifts per guest that you invite. we're inviting 147 people, so round up 150 people. Based on what ChatGPT said, that would mean we have to have 300 items on our registry. And I was like, there is no way, like we just don't need that much stuff. And maybe part of it is like we're not moving into a house right after we get married. We're moving into this apartment. So we already have some of the stuff we need. Like we have a rug, we have a coffee table, we have a couch, we have stuff like that. So we're not necessarily starting from scratch. But even with that, I'm like, how do people add more than like 200, 250 things? I don't know. I don't know what you need that much of. So I've tried to just keep adding things. I have super basic stuff. I do have some furniture on here that would be nice to have. All of the basics like towels, knives, kitchen stuff, living room stuff, bedroom stuff, bathroom, seasonal things for Christmas, for fall, for all of the things, beach stuff, beach chairs, outside tables. Like I feel like we have a lot of the things. We have games. We even have like air purifiers. Okay, I ran out of storage, but we're back. I don't even know what I was talking about. I think I was talking about the registry. So leave any recommendations for a wedding registry in the comments if you can think of anything that's not like super basic. Like we literally have every single basic wedding registry item that we actually need, and then plus some, like plus the seasonal, everything that I mentioned earlier, we already have that. So anything that's like super out of the box or like really hard to think of, or something you come across and you're like, oh, that could be fun to add, let a girl know, because apparently I need like 100 more. So please. One thing that I did kind of want to talk about really quick, and this is so random, but I've been thinking a lot about how going into wedding planning right after I got engaged, I was seeing a lot of stuff about like how stressful wedding planning is, or even just people telling me, even now, like I recently had someone come up to me and was like, oh, like you'll be so glad when it's over. Like I know I was, and I'm just like, I'm enjoying it. Like, are there stressful moments? Yes, especially when we're talking about money. I really like planning. I'm a planner. It's just who I am. Shout out my mom. Also, actually shout out my mom because she is also helping me, and so I do think I would be a lot more stressed if my mom wasn't helping me. Generally speaking, I'm enjoying this process, and I know I have a lot further to go. Like we still have 9 months till we get married, and I'm sure leading up to it, it'll be kind of stressful, especially, but I just want to encourage anyone who's like about to dive into wedding planning or just recently got engaged. It is what you make it, and enjoy it and make it exactly what you want it to be. Just don't really care about what everyone else thinks, because everyone's gonna have an opinion about your wedding. At the end of the day, it's not their wedding. Like, yes, you want people there that love you, but it's not their wedding. It's your wedding, and you should make it as special as you want it. I think it's a part of life to look forward to and not one to dread or one to just like be excited to be over. Maybe I'll take that back by the time this is over, but I'm just saying as of right now, like I enjoy it. And so there's some encouragement to anyone who's about to be doing this or is doing this. Like, it can be enjoyable. So don't listen to the people who just want to rain on your parade. It can be good, and it is good. All right, friends, I have now showered. I'm in my PJs. I'm ready for bed. It's been a long week of work, and I'm so glad that I had time to like get some wedding stuff done today. Definitely still have more to do, even with the save the dates. But I'm thinking Troy and I will do it together. I'm kind of picturing we like divide and conquer and put the actual save the date in the envelopes together. I just think that would be cute. Because one thing that I really think we both want to be doing is doing wedding things together. Like traditionally, I feel like it's always the girl that's doing all the planning and then the groom has no idea what's going on. At least that's the stereotype. And neither of us really want to be that way. So we're trying to do things together, make decisions together, talk about all of the things so that we're both in the loop and not just me. So all of that to say, I hope you enjoyed this video. So much wedding planning to do. I'm gonna try to stay on top of this wedding content because it's fun. This is a fun season. I want to be able to look back and see everything that was going on and be like, whoa, how did I do that? And then know that I did it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I try to post videos kind of like this. I'm trying to do every week. Lately it's been every other week, but I'm really gonna get on top of these longer YouTube videos because at my core, I'm a long YouTube video girly. Like that's just who I am. I love throwing on a YouTube video on my TV. While I'm just doing stuff around the house. It's who I am. I love that. So I really want to get back into making this kind of content. It's what I feel motivated to do. I still will be making some short content, but shorts kind of drain me, like creatively and all of the things. So I'm going to be focusing mainly on this content. So if you've made it to here, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, you should totally subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!